Everyone from the Princeton Review to Condé Nast Traveler regularly ranks Rollins as one of America's most beautiful college campuses. Zoom in though. Take, for example, our conference-style learning environment. Consider the dozens of high-end laboratories and collaborative workshops. Drop in on the professional performance venues where our student artists hone their crafts. Stroll by the courts and playing fields where our student athletes develop lifelong leadership skills. Take a closer look at Rollins, and you'll realize our beauty runs deep.
Founded in 1889, St. Leo is the fourth largest Catholic university in the United States and currently serves more than 14,000 students. They study at its university campus in Greater Tampa Bay, through its online programs, and at more than 40 teaching locations in 7 states, boasting small class sizes, academic excellence, and state-of-the-art technology. St. Leo is a thriving community you definitely want to be a part of.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams, discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
For 50 years, Lynn University has been home to thousands of students around the globe. They have forged their legacy here through spirit, service, and strength.
Because of your generosity, close to 80% of Lynn students receive financial assistance from the Lynn community.
For your graduation gift, what's better than extending the gift of education to those who need it most?
Alumni Pay It Forward scholarships make it possible for students to receive financial assistance to attend college. Support this life-changing gift today.
I pay it forward.
I pay it forward.
I pay it forward.
What have we here? Another random school of fish. Watch as they mimic each other's every move. Even their own mothers can't tell these fish apart. In this school, there is no room for individualism. These fish live in fear.
Everyone from the Princeton Review to Condé Nast Traveler regularly ranks Rollins as one of America's most beautiful college campuses. Zoom in though. Take, for example, our conference-style learning environment. Consider the dozens of high-end laboratories and collaborative workshops. Drop in on the professional performance venues where our student artists hone their crafts. Stroll by the courts and playing fields where our student athletes develop lifelong leadership skills. Take a closer look at Rollins, and you'll realize our beauty runs deep.
Founded in 1889, St. Leo is the fourth largest Catholic university in the United States and currently serves more than 14,000 students. They study at its university campus in Greater Tampa Bay, through its online programs, and at more than 40 teaching locations in 7 states, boasting small class sizes, academic excellence, and state-of-the-art technology. St. Leo is a thriving community you definitely want to be a part of.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams, discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
For 50 years, Lynn University has been home to thousands of students around the globe. They have forged their legacy here through spirit, service, and strength.
Because of your generosity, close to 80% of Lynn students receive financial assistance from the Lynn community.
For your graduation gift, what's better than extending the gift of education to those who need it most?
Alumni Pay It Forward scholarships make it possible for students to receive financial assistance to attend college. Support this life-changing gift today.
I pay it forward.
I pay it forward.
I pay it forward.
What have we here? Another random school of fish. Watch as they mimic each other's every move. Even their own mothers can't tell these fish apart. In this school, there is no room for individualism. These fish live in fear.
Everyone from the Princeton Review to Condé Nast Traveler regularly ranks Rollins as one of America's most beautiful college campuses. Zoom in though. Take, for example, our conference-style learning environment. Consider the dozens of high-end laboratories and collaborative workshops. Drop in on the professional performance venues where our student artists hone their crafts. Stroll by the courts and playing fields where our student athletes develop lifelong leadership skills. Take a closer look at Rollins, and you'll realize our beauty runs deep.
Founded in 1889.
Conference championships. Today, we have the 500 free, the 100 back, the 100 breast, the 2 fly, and tonight, the 800 free relay. The team scores, as of last night, the women's, third place, Lynn with 188, second place, Nova, 455, and Tampa in first place with 482. The men's scores, third place, Florida Southern, 362. Tampa, second place, 392. And Nova Sharks in first place with 455. We have the women up first, 500 freestyle. There are 4 heats. The men have 5 heats. Please no flash photography at the start. Please remain quiet for the start. Lost and found is in the teaching pool and in a garbage can. Please, coaches, don't forget to sign up for time trials, which is by the scratch box. First heat, swimming in heat 1 in lane 1 from Rollins, Ashley Gunther. Lane 2 from Florida Tech, Alice Pennings. In lane 3 from Florida Southern, Mariah Sawyer. Lane 4 from Rollins, Alana Goodwin. In lane 5 from Florida Tech, Teresa Rego. In lane 6 from Rollins, Dessa Rollins. And in lane 7 from Lynn, Alana McGinley. The A qualifying time in this event is 4:50.73. The B cutoff time, 5:05.26. son was 4 when he used that debate. If I'm available, I'll try and go down. Sure. We used to have a whole slew of parents that were officials, so we used to be able to have 2 turn judges, a Harvard referee, and 2 at the other end. And we've all graduated and moved on, so we're lucky if we get 2 officials. Mr. Saslow's JJ's a freshman at Southern. And he also coaches swimming, but so he can't always get there for 5 minutes. Actually, you should learn how to run a high-tech computer because they have major problems at Southern because there's nobody that can, it's always malfunctioning. Doesn't read to there and doesn't read to we were 40 minutes late starting one time because we couldn't figure it out. And one of the swimmers who worked for Tampa finally came after she got off work and figured it out. But so I don't know high-tech. I've stayed away from it. But I do everything else. I can't do the computer too. Thank you. I said I could be like Rowdy Gaines and say, oh, he's swimming close to the lane line. He's playing to an audience that hopefully doesn't know that much swimming.
Check it out, man! We made a beat cut! I jumped in my dream job to do the Chicago Bears and Michael Jordan there. And forward! Ready!
Oh well. Dream on, honey. Heat 2. Lane 1 from Lynn, Susan Fairmouth. Lane 2 from Rollins, Mackenzie Greider. In lane 3 from Nova, Tyler Fell. Lane 4 from Florida Tech, Nicole Rautenberg. In lane 5, a Tampa swimmer, Maureen Moore. Lane 6, Nova swimmer, Amelia Nussbaum. In lane 7 from Florida Tech, Savannah Brennan. And in lane 8 from Rollins, Emma Jones. And it's a B cut for Maureen Moore from Tampa. A B cut for Savannah Brennan from Florida Tech. And a B cut for lane 3, Tyler Fell from Nova. Heat 3, lane 1 from Florida Southern, Erin McCann. Lane 2 from Nova, Hannah Parisol. In lane 3, Megan Goldthorpe, Tampa. Lane 4, Emma Sustat, Nova. In lane 5 from Florida Tech, Valentina Carvajal. In lane 6 from Rollins, Grace Hansen. In lane 7, Lisa Bauerscheiva from Nova. And in lane 8 from Tampa, Gabrielle Gaunt. In lane 5 with a B cut, Valentina Carvajal from Florida Tech. Swimming in heat 4, Vittoria Bonsanti, St. Leo. In lane 2, Sarah Kella Clark, Tampa. Lane 3, Catalina Galea Berard, Lynn. In lane 4, Katie Moore, Florida Southern. In lane 5 from Tampa, Jessie Tobin. Lane 6, Annie Carr, Nova. Lane 7, Madeline McCluskey, Nova. And in lane 8, Alyssa McNamara, St. Leo. Event 20 up next, men's 500-yard freestyle. Heat 1 should be behind the blocks. Swimming in lane 4, Katie Moore was the winner of the 200 free last night. And it's 4 B cuts from that heat. Up next, men's 500-yard freestyle, heat 1 of 5. In lane 3 from Florida Tech, Ethan Quayle. Lane 4 from Rollins, Joe Dutton. And in lane 5 from Rollins, Michael Nichter. The A qualifying time in this event, 4:21.76. The B cutoff time, 4:34.84.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Bomb something.
Man, now, they're all like, y'all
I resemble that remark.
the chair all day. Heat 2, Lane 2, Sam Hartle, Florida Tech. Lane 3, Luke Waite, Rollins. In Lane 4 from Rollins, Kyle Major. In Lane 5 from Florida Southern, Harrison Paul. And in Lane 7, Keegan Rose, Rollins. Here are your qualifiers for tonight's women's 500-yard freestyle. Your alternates, Grace Hansen and Erin McCann. Qualifying for the B final, Amelia Nussbaum, Lisa Boliskaya, Annie Carr, Nicole Rautenberg, Vittoria Bonsanti, Megan Goldthorpe, Mackenzie Greider, and Valentina Carvajal. Qualifying in the A final, Tyler Fell, Madeline McCluskey, Catalina Galia Berard, Savannah Brennan, Emma Sunstadt, Jessie Tobin, Maureen Moore, and Katie Moore. Up next, we have Heat 3 in Lane 1 from St. Leo, Nick Petruska. In Lane 2 from Nova, Rafi Shambasian. In Lane 3 from Tampa, Dominic Griffin. In Lane 4 from Nova, Vincent LaJoy. In Lane 5 from Florida Southern, Charles Henry Gotch. In Lane 6, Florida Tech's Ethan Kennedy. Holt Ragsdale is in 7 from Florida Southern. And Jake Gray in 8, representing Nova. Vincent LaJoy and Charles Henry Gush with B cuts. Up next, event Heat 4, Lane 1, John Sawyer, Florida Southern, and Lane 2, Bernardo Abascal, Nova. Alex Lorsini in 3 from Rollins, Luca Planik 4 from Florida Southern, Zane Richardson in 5, Tampa. In lane 6, Cole Smith, Florida Southern. Lane 7, Nico Colomer, Florida Tech. And in lane 8, Levi Parsons, Florida Southern. 3 B cuts in heat 4. Up next, last and final heat of the men's 500-yard freestyle. Heat 5 in lane 1 from Florida Southern, Matt Agostinelli. In lane 2, Nicholas Tunici, Tampa. Lane 3, Jan Corbel, St. Leo. Lane 4, Mattia Rafij, St. Leo. Lane 5, Samuel Bretman, Nova. Lane 6, Lam Dolan, Nova. Lane 7, Daniel Rodriguez, Florida Southern. And in lane 8, Ethan Shaw, Florida Southern. On deck, event 21, women's 100-yard backstroke. Heat 1 of 6 should be on behind the blocks. Lamb Dolan and Jan Corbell with B qualifying times. Women's 100-yard backstroke, event 21, heat 1. Lane 3, Hannah Brockman, Rollins. In lane 4, Susie Rigi, Rollins. And in lane 5, from Lynn, Sydney Keefe. The A qualifying time in this event is 54:02. The B cutoff time, 56:72. Heat 2, lane 1, Audrey Curtis, Nova. Lane 2, Rachel Richer, Rollins. Lane 3, Sydney Willens, Rollins. In lane 4, Emily Millhop, Nova. Jasmine Hernandez in 5 from St. Leo. Ashley Gunther from Rollins in 6. And in lane 7, Isabel Roche, Rollins. Heat 3, lane 1, Macy Tratner, Rollins. Lane 2, Tatiana St-Just, Lynn. Lane 3, Marissa Gingrich, Rollins. Lane 4, Ilana Goodwin, Rollins. In lane 5, Brigitte O'Connor, Florida Tech. In lane 6, Cara Deely, Rollins. Lane 7, Maya Thompson, Rollins. And in lane 8, from Florida Southern, Kimmy Chang. Here are your qualifiers tonight for men's 500-yard freestyle. Your alternates, Kyle Major and Daniel Rodriguez. Qualifying in the B final, Luke Waite, Nico Colomar, Levi Parsons, Rafi Shambasian, Mattia Rajiz, Alex Norsini, Samuel Bretman, and Nicholas Tunichi. Qualifying in the A final tonight with the men's 500-yard freestyle, Bernardo Abascal, Jan Corbell, Charles Henry Gotch, Zane Richardson, Lam Dolan, Cole Smith, Luca Planick, and Vincent LaJoy. Coaches, time trials close in 10 minutes. Coaches, time trials close in 10 minutes. Heat 4 of the women's 100-yard backstroke. In lane 1, Gabby Carosas, Florida Tech. In lane 2, Isabel Bilarca, Tampa. Lane 3, Mallory Mayer, Florida Southern. In lane 4, Carolina Simlick, Lynn. Lane 5, Madison Allen, Nova. Lane 6, Karina Kolb, St. Leo. In lane 7, Leah Coma, Lynn. And in lane 8 from Lynn, Allison Curaro. Again, the cutoff times are A cut 54:02, B cut 56:72. And it's a B cut for lane 4 from Lynn, Carolina Smilek. Heat 5 in lane 1, Matuna Totasanova, St. Leo. Lane 2, Emily Schlosser, Tampa. Lane 3, Maria DeBella, Florida Southern. In lane 4 from Nova, Suzanne F. Shane. In lane 5 from St. Leo, Julia Chmielewska. In lane 6, Erin Hicksenbaum, Tampa. Lane 7, Amanda Gianastoto, Florida Southern. And in lane 8, Sam Shelley, Rollins. And lane 4 from Nova, Suzanne F. Chain with a B cut. Heat 6 In lane 1 from Nova, Hannah Coda. Lane 2, Anita Field, Lynn. Lane 3, Tori Byerly, Tampa. Lane 4, Jenna Johns, Nova. Hannah Van Luke in Tampa in 5. Kara Frazier, Florida Southern in 6. Francesca Ruska, Tampa in 7. And in lane 8, Grace Sill, Florida Southern. Event 22, men's 100-yard backstroke. Up next, heat 1 of 4 should be behind the blocks. Jenna Johns and Hannah Van Luck. B cuts. Men's 100-yard backstroke, heat 1, lane 1, Luke Hand, St. Leo. Lane 2, David Hudson, Nova. Lane 3, Thomas McHenry, Florida Tech. Lane 4, Peter Haddad, Rollins. In lane 5 from Rollins, Harrison Robertson. Rustin Bartlett in 6, Florida Tech. And in lane 7, Johnny Gush, Rollins. The A qualifying time for this event, 46:94. The B cut, 49:29. Heat 2, lane 1 from Florida Tech, Carlos Oberon. Lane 2, Andreas Johnson, Tampa. Lane 3, Dominic Russo, Tampa. Lane 4 from Tampa, Brett Saunders. In lane 5, Mateus Lopez, Florida Southern. In lane 6, Taylor Hamilton, Florida Southern. In lane 7, Frederic Mork, St. Leo. And in lane 8 from Florida Tech, Lucas Bucircante. In the last heat, there was a DQ in lane 1, Carlos Oberon, for a 15-meter violation. My apologies. The disqualification was from lane heat 1, Luke Han. That's what I get for listening to the official. In lane 1 is Carlos Oberon, Florida Tech. Heat 3, lane 1, Farron Van Ritter, Florida Tech. Lane 2, Mikhail Haugen, Tampa. Lane 3, Martin Hemmingheith, Nova. Lane 4, Luke Hine, Tampa. Lane 5, Emmanuel Rossi, Florida Tech. Zachary Milk in 6 from Nova. Lane 7, Harrison Paul, Florida Southern. And in lane 8, Farron Barker, Florida Tech. Lane 4 and 5, Luke Hine and Emmanuel Rossi with B qualifying times. Heat 4, lane 1, Jacob Tuckerman, Florida Southern. Lane 2, Elliott Wiley, Rollins. Lane 3, Hugo Bustamante, Tampa. In lane 4 from Florida Southern, Brandon Dyke. In lane 5 from St. Leo, Hampus Loving. In lane 6, James Wilson, Nova. Lane 7, Jake Govan, Nova. And in lane 8, Kane Klimziak, St. Leo. Event 23, women's 100-yard breaststroke. Heat 1 of 4 should be behind the blocks. Lane 4, Brandon Dyke from Florida Southern with a B cut. Women's 100-yard breaststroke, Heat 1. Lane 2 from Lynn, Savannah Suggs. Lane 3, Sydney Martin, St. Leo. In lane 4, Julia Rubio Rollins. In lane 5, Caitlin Loviano, St. Leo. In lane 6, Shelby McKeever Lynn. And in lane 7, Carolina Walsh, St. Leo. The A qualifying time in this event, 101.16. The B cutoff, 104.21. Here are your qualifiers tonight for event 21, women's 100-yard backstroke. Your alternates, Grace Sill and Isabel Bularca. Qualifying in the B final, Gabby Carosas, Anita Field, Amanda Gianasto, Leia Coma, Maftuna Tasanova, Mallory Mayer, Erin Hicksonbaugh, and Kara Frazier. Here are your qualifiers in the A final tonight of the women's 100-yard backstroke. Maria DeBella, Julia Shimiluska, Madison Allen, Tori Byerly, Hannah Van Luck, Carolina Smilek, Suzanne Afchain, and Jenna Johns. Heat 2, lane 1, Emily Curran, Rollins. In lane 2, Sydney Goodman, Florida Tech. In lane 3, Anja Oka, Tampa. Lane 4, Paulina Matuszkiewicz, St. Leo. Lane 5, Kaylee Gasson, Nova. Lane 6, Elizabeth Zubero, Nova. And lane 7, Farida Yahayi, St. Leo. And in lane 8, Kristen Davis, Florida Southern. Lanes 5 and 4 with B cuts. Up next, Heat 3, Lane 1 from Florida Tech, Emma Oleniziak. Lane 2, Daryl Pauly, Rollins. Lane 3, Jessica Blanchard, Tampa. Lane 4, Mackenzie Street, Tampa. Lane 5, Haley DeGrace, Florida Southern. Lane 6, Leah Orton, Nova. Lane 7, Ashley Smith, St. Leo. And in Lane 8, from Florida Tech, Delaney Russ. I have some car keys at the announcer stand with lots of keys. Please, they were found in the women's locker room. and Mackenzie Street with a B cut. Heat 4, lane 1, Grace Armit, Lynn. Lane 2, Annie Lindstrom, St. Leo. Lane 3, Sarah Hughes, Lynn. Lane 4, Lisa Barzova, Tampa. In lane 5, Carter Yuskovic, Florida Tech. Lane 6, Ali Lombardi, Tampa. Lane 7, Jamie Mans, Rollins. And in lane 8, from Nova, Alyssa Rohr. Event 24, men's 100-yard breaststroke. Heat 1 of 4 should be behind the blocks. First place qualifiers, please don't forget to sign up for your parade music. Lisa Barzova and Sarah Hughes with B qualifying times. Men's 100-yard breaststroke, event 24. Heat 1, lane 1, Eric Jaffe, Rollins. In lane 2, Michael Nichter, Rollins. In lane 3, Jacob Cole, Florida Southern. In lane 4, Bryce Butler, Florida Tech. In lane 5, Jason Heichman, Rollins. In lane 6, Logan Hyde, St. Leo. And in lane 7, from Florida Tech, Dominic Allard. The A qualifying time for the men's 100-yard breaststroke, 52:91. The B cutoff, 55:56. Heat 2, lane 1, Evan Weber, Nova. Lane 2, from Nova, Alessandro Zella. In lane 3, from Nova, Corey Clem. In lane 4, Matt Holmes from Florida Southern. In lane 5, from Tampa, Joseph Kawasa. Lane 6, Grant Ruster, Tampa. In lane 7, from Rollins, Luigi Reno. And in lane 8, from Florida Southern, Pedro Bernardi. Corey Clem and Matt Holmes with B qualifying times. Heat 3, Lane 1, Carrie Oliveri, Florida Tech. Lane 2, Jose Coiman Acosta, Florida Tech. Lane 3, Forrest Lundy, Tampa. Lane 4, Dane Rust, Florida Tech. In lane 5, Marvin Slanchek, Tampa. In lane 6, Bryce Johnson, Florida Southern. In lane 8, Elias Ekopali, Florida Tech. And in lane 8, Grady Spear, Rollins. Lane 4, Dane Rust with a B qualifying time. Heat 4, Lane 1, Julian Coster, Nova. Lane 2, Andrew Brown, Florida Southern. Lane 3, Austin Simpson, Tampa. And lane 4, Heinrich Derendorf, St. Leo. In lane 4, Heinrich. Lane 5, Dorian Bashla, Florida Southern. Lane 6, Dan Slukowski, Rollins. Lane 7, Michael Ardito, Florida Tech. And in lane 8, Brandon Blair, Florida Tech. Event 25, women's 200-yard butterfly. Heat 1 of 4 should be behind the blocks. Henrik Derendorf and Dorian Bashla with B qualifying times. Heat 1 of 4, 200-yard butterfly for women. In lane 1, Rachel Daniel, Rollins. In lane 2, Erica Baumgartner, St. Leo. In lane 4, Brianna Forte, Florida Tech. In lane 5, Siobhan Murphy, St. Leo. In lane 5, Dessa Rollins. In lane 6, Jade Grimes, Rollins. In lane 7, Rachel Rickshear, Rollins. It's a lot cooler in there. The A qualifying time for the women's 200-yard butterfly, 1:59.37. The B cut, 2:05.34. Here are your qualifiers tonight for the women's 100-yard breaststroke. Your alternates, Emma Olenizek and Sydney Goodman. Qualifying in the B final, Ashley Smith, Corina Walsh, Jamie Manns, Darrell Pauley, Sydney Martin, Annie Lindstrom, Ali Lombardi, and Elizabeth Zubero. Qualifying in the A final tonight, Anja Oka, Haley DeGrace, Carter Juskovich, Sarah Hughes, Paulina Mostovich, Kaylee Gasson, Lisa Bararova, and Mackenzie Street. Heat 2, Lane 1, Jill Collins, Florida Tech. Lane 2, Emily Pfeiffer, Tampa. Lane 3, Cara Deely, Rollins. In Lane 4, Carolyn Oster, Nova. Lane 5, Sasha Maslova, Nova. In Lane 6, Megan Arnold, Tampa. Susan Fairmouth in 7 from Lynn. And Peyton Baranowski in 8 from Florida Tech. Here are your qualifiers for tonight for event 22, men's 100-yard backstroke. Your alternates, Carlos Obregon and Kane Klimczak. Qualifying in the B final, Fredik Mork, Jake Govin, Farron Barker, Elliot Wiley, David Hudson, Hugo Bustamante, Taylor Hamilton, and Dominic Rousseau. Qualifying in the A final tonight, Hampus Loving, Zachary Milk, Martin Hemmingheith, Brett Sanders, Matthias Lopez, Emmanuel Rossi, Luke Heine, and Brandon Dyke. Here are their finalists for men's event 24, men's 100-yard breaststroke. Alternates, Jason Heischman and Brady Spear. Qualifying in the B final, Michael Ardito, Jose Coiman Acosta, Bryce Johnson, Julian Coster, Austin Simpson, Forrest Lundy, Alessandro Zella, Andrew Brown. Qualifying in the A final, Daniel Sokowski, Joseph Kawasa, Marvin Slanchek, Dorian Bachla, Dane Rust, Derek Hendrick, Henrik Derendorf, Matt Holmes, and Corey Klein. Remember, first place qualifiers need to pick out your parade music. Lane 5, Sasha Maslova with a almost an A cut. Lane 4, Carolyn Oster with a B cut. Heat 3, lane 1, Kimmy Chang. Lane 2, Molly Griswold from Nova. Lane 3, Lindsay Grader, Tampa. Lane 4, Courtney Sherwood, Tampa. In lane 5, Kat Sterlacci, Tampa. In lane 6, Kennedy Nolan, Florida Tech. Madeline Sladgrass in 7 from Florida Southern. And Charlie Langner in 8, St. Leo. And it's lane 4 with a B cut. Courtney Sherwood from Tampa. Heat 4, lane 1, Laurel Fink, Nova. Lane 2, Grace Hansen, Rollins. Lane 3, Samar Kasha, Lynn. In lane 4, Beatrice Oliveri, Rollins. Victoria Horseman in 5 from Tampa. Molly O'Hara in 6, Tampa. Becca Dykes, Florida Southern in 7, and in lane 8, Emma Jones, Rollins. Event 26, men's 200-yard butterfly. Heat 1 of 4 should be behind the blocks. Brandon Dyke from Florida Southern on Need Your Music. Mackenzie Street from Tampa, your parade music. Corey Clem, Nova, parade music. Jenna Johns, Nova, parade music. Beatrice Oliveri and Victoria Horseman with B cuts. There is a dual confirmed false start, lane 3, Samar Kusha from Lynn. Up next, men's 200-yard butterfly. Heat 1, lane 2, Eric Jaffe, Rollins. In lane 3, Johnny Gush, Rollins. In lane 4, John Sawyer, Florida Southern. In lane 5, Kyle Major, Rollins. In lane 6, Christopher Pavia, St. Leo. And in lane 7, also from St. Leo, Matthew Argelwitz. The A qualifying time in this event is 1:45.11. The B cut, 1:50.37. First place qualifiers, please remember to sign up for your parade music, or I get to pick it. Heat 2, lane 1, Spencer Holm, Nova. In lane 2, Marcus Hilgi Eindhoven, Tampa. In lane 3, Mateo Maciero, Nova. In lane 4 from Tampa, Brian Valendan. In lane 4, Brian. Lane 5, Aleski Avershenko, Nova. Lane 6, Kellen Broderick, Tampa. Lane 7, Theo Perez Diaz, Florida Southern. And in lane 8, Matt Agostinelli, Florida Southern. At the completion of Heat 4 of the men's 200-yard butterfly, we will have a 50-yard freestyle time trial, 100-yard butterfly time trial, and 200-yard freestyle and a 200-yard medley relay time trial. scoreboard shows Heat 1 in the water, but that is Heat 2 in the water. Heat 3 up next. Mateo Macerio and Brian Valendin with B qualifying times. Heat 3, Lane 1, Mo Calderon, Tampa. Lane 2, Dylan Hammond, Florida Tech. Lane 3, Mangus Polson, Nova. Lane 4, Adi Davida, Florida Tech. Lane 5, Clark Thomas, Tampa. Christy Moon in 6, Tampa. Asa Marvel in 7, Rollins. And Benton Chase in 8, Rollins. Here are finalists for event 25, women's 200-yard butterfly. Your alternates, Jill Collins and Dessa Rollins. Qualifying in the B final, Grace Hansen, Madeline Snodgrass, Emily Pfeiffer, Becca Dix, Molly O'Hara, Laurel Fink, Molly Griswold, and Cara Deely. Qualifying in the A final tonight, the women's 200-yard butterfly, Kennedy Nolan, Kat Sterlacci, Lindsay Grader, Carolyn Oster, Victoria Horseman, Beatrice Oliveri, Courtney Sherwood, and Sasha Maslova. Lane 3, Magnus Paulson with a B cut, and lane 5, Thomas Clark with a B cut. Up next, heat 4, lane 1 from Florida Tech, Sean Catron. Lane 2, Andre Richardson, Tampa. Lane 3, Philip Yorkholm, St. Leo. In lane 4, Miguel Bernardi, Florida Southern. In lane 5, Matthew Daniels, St. Leo. In lane 6, Calvin Gang, Florida Southern. In lane A7, Logan Lamb, St. Leo, and in lane 8, Bo Hutchins, St. Leo.
If you get a scratch here, let me know.
Andre Richardson with a B cut, Philippe Bortholm with a B cut, Miguel Bernardi with a B cut, and Matthew Daniel with a B cut. We have 4 time trials this morning, starting off with a men's 50-yard freestyle in lane.
What have we here? Another random school of fish. Watch as they mimic each other's every move. Even their own mothers can't tell these fish apart. In this school, there is no room for individualism. These fish live in fear.
Everyone from the Princeton Review to Condé Nast Traveler regularly ranks Rollins as one of America's most beautiful college campuses. Zoom in, though. Take, for example, our conference-style learning environment. Consider the dozens of high-end laboratories and collaborative workshops. Drop in on the professional performance venues where our student artists hone their crafts. Stroll by the courts and playing fields where our student athletes develop lifelong leadership skills. Take a closer look at Rollins, and you'll realize our beauty runs deep.
Founded in 1889, St. Leo is the 4th largest Catholic university in the United States and currently serves more than 14,000 students. They study at its university campus in Greater Tampa Bay, through its online programs, and at more than 40 teaching locations in 7 states, boasting small class sizes, academic excellence, and state-of-the-art technology. St. Leo is a thriving community you definitely want to be a part of.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams, discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.